means that the elevator, the thing that's going to make it go up this way or control or go down this way, is in the front. It's flying this way. It flies this way. It's got pusher propellers behind. I imagine the reason they did this. Have you ever been in a car when you were a kid and brought the window down and stuck your hand out and did this thing? You know, to make your arm go up and down by moving your hand? Well, they were bicycle guys, right? So you're riding along on a bicycle, and you probably, if you want to go, you're thinking about going up or down, you probably put your hand in front of you, like so. So, that's what we have here. Up, down, in the front with the control sticks right there. Okay. So what do we need? Okay, we got bigger wings. We got the lift part figured out on that hang glider. We need an engine. So we're going to go to the engine company and buy an engine, right? 10 different engine companies that they knew about. No one could provide them with an engine. So they got a guy there that's working for them, a machinist, and they asked him, whether you could build the engine for him. He said, yeah, I think so. So within like 3 months, he builds this 4-cylinder internal combustion. Charlie Taylor is the name. Builds this engine. It's not a sophisticated engine. It's pretty simple, but hey, it works. It's in the weight range that they need, and it's got the horsepower that they need. All right. So what's the next thing we need?
Propellers.
Yeah. So we got to go to the propeller company and buy a couple, right?
Yep.
There is no propeller company. There's no aircraft propeller. Nobody's invented it. It's up to the Wright brothers to invent it. Actually, this is when Orville actually comes into his own. Because Wilbur is usually the brains, the guy with the formulas and all that sort of thing. And Orville's the kind of guy that looks and says, that just doesn't look right to me. He's sort of a seat of the pants, practical guy. And he's saying to, Orville about this propeller business. He says, Wilbur, you know what I think a propeller is? Actually, I think a propeller is a wing. It's a wing that rotates. So instead of the wing going forward and giving you lift, like so, if we design the blades of the propeller like a wing, as it rotates, instead of lift this way, it's going to give us thrust that way. And sure enough, it did. Now, it didn't happen overnight. It took them several months and a lot of work and a lot of failures before they finally got the propeller right. But they finally did. Okay, engine, propeller. Yeah, oh yeah. You notice it's a chain drive right out of their bicycle shop, right? They got 2 propellers, not just one. Why is that? And by the way, one chain just goes right up to that propeller, but the other chain goes over and does a flip over. So what's that going to make the propellers do?
Contra-rotating.
Contra-rotating, you got it. And why we want to go contra-rotating? So they don't torque over. You got it, right. So when he says torque over, he means that when this plane gets airborne, you got those 2 big propellers. If they're both going the same way, the plane wants to go the opposite way as soon as it gets up in the air. In fact, a lot of powerful World War II aircraft, a lot of guys got killed because as soon as they got airborne, they didn't counteract that torque effect, the plane would flip over and the wing would hit